You know, this is this is not as convenient in some ways the way that OBS Studio works, because I just had to scroll through a load of sources trying to find my microphone. There you go, I've got it now. I wish it would, on the old OBS it was a lot better. My audio should be a bit more. I've discovered it now that you can put compressors on the audio in OBS. It's actually built in, which is great. No messing around with extra software, which I used to have to do. And yeah, I like my intro effect. Let's do it again. I'm going to do it again, but there is definitely a problem in that I have a thing set up with loads of tunes in. I can show you. I think, can I do that? Is it playing music now? I can't even tell. Yeah, it's playing music now, but it tends to play one tune. Does it play the same tune? Is it playing the same tune now? It is the same tune, isn't it? What a pile of bullshit that is. Why isn't that working then? Anyway. I was working on another effect as well, actually, for the for going to this screen, so it doesn't just zoom up like that. Basically, I'll appear from the bottom. I've got a sound effect like a I've got a sound effect for a for a what's called dot matrix printer. It's just synchronizing the sound effect with me coming up. So I've got to go up. It's going to go and then it'll come up a bit and then and so on. But that will be in a future broadcast, no doubt. But yeah, I do like that one as well. But there you go. I've still not got the Gareth the Gamer's missing out on his fame here because I've not got the recent donors and things like that up yet. But yeah, it'll get done. I don't tell you I haven't gone to shut that down. That's good. Oh, it's there. That's why. I'm going to shut down that then. And we're going to move that across to there. I'm going to move that back to there because I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move my webcam server thing there. Yeah, I thought about a typewriter, but it's the sound effects that I got were too slow. I like the idea of a dot matrix as well, although it might be a bit annoying. That's the only thing I was thinking about a dot matrix, because it's very shrill sort of sound, isn't it? Right, so let's play this game then, The Council, which I've not played at all. I've got a controller here. I may be able to use my mega bargain, £15. Cost me £15, this. I've actually got two of them. I ended up with two of them. But that's my Sabertooth, Razer Sabertooth, which is an old version of their controller. It's not the current version. It's the things it's missing are things like the triggers are still the old style triggers rather than like an Xbox One trigger. But it's got the rockers on the bottom, so you can set those up to mimic other buttons on the controller. Unfortunately, they don't work as extra buttons. What you do is you got like a little utility built into the actual. See that thing there? You can program buttons and things. So what's that say there? Oh, it's just selecting the profile, that is. But if I press that, you see program mode, it says there. And if I hold down one of these rockers and then I press, let's say, that, it's then programmed that rocker to be that key press. Crazy. It's also got switches on all the buttons as well, which is quite nice. So they click a bit. I don't know if you can hear them at all. But, yeah. There you go. Great bargain to be had on eBay. I don't think the guy who was selling it wanted to sell it either. It was it was virtually new when I got it. It's also got a detachable cable. You see the cable there, and it's corded. There's two. So the extra buttons it's got that can mimic. It's got a rocker on the bottom, so that's up and down there on those two. So you can. So they're good for the D. Oh, that's a bit loose actually. I didn't know it's that before, but it's still working. Why is that just my imagination? No, it's definitely got bigger movement on that one than there. I wonder if that's broken, whether I've dropped it or stood on it or something. Maybe it'll snap back out. You've also got these two inner front ones here. So the sort of things they're good for is that you don't have to take your fingers off the thumbstick to access these functions, which normally you would. Not so much with the coloured buttons, because you can get to those with your finger, but definitely the D-pad you can. And it's things like I don't know, parrying, I suppose, or maybe another thing to replace, of course, is the buttons that you press at the bottom here. And now Steam has gone into stupid mode, thinking that I'm wanting to use onboard keyboards or something. An onboard keyboard has just appeared on the screen. I'm not sure why. So let me just unprogram that button anyway. Set to that. So let's try that again. How do I clear it then? Right, okay, that's not set to anything. Oh, that's set to X. So I'm going to just clear all these because I don't want to be pressing random keys. So they're all disabled. You see, when it's disabled, it actually shows you on the thing that it says. You can't actually see that because it's not focusing. It does say disabled. Oh, happy birthday to Gareth. Happy birthday to Gareth. Happy birthday, Mr. Gamer. Happy birthday to Gareth. Hello, Bavy chicks. It's Gareth's birthday. Everybody wish him happy birthday then. Right. You're making good use of those Dan's gaming emotes there, Gareth the Gamer. And partial to a bit of Dan's gaming myself, gotta say. How are you, Bavy chicks? Right, the council. Let's see what it's about, shall we? I'm going to get my control. I'm going to assume. I'm fine, actually. I haven't got any. I never buy subscriptions, but I've had some gifted. I'm not bad. It's a bit late to be starting this. It's going to be another late night. But we shall see. I played the beginning, but I skipped through a load of cutscenes, so I'll have to redo them all. I was just making sure it was working, really. So, no. Controller is not responding. Press the left button to enter the manor. This save game slot is empty. Erase, hold, delete. No. Hold, delete, maybe. Ah. Right, so we can start again. Oh, you used your Twitch Prime to get it, did you? Right, save game 1. Settings, controls. It's definitely not mentioning a controller at all. So I'm going to put my controller down then. A new game, I feel. Are you ready, folks? Let's go. Let's play The Council. France. Paris. Tout le monde. La croissant. It's quite nice graphics.
Stop. You're not getting anywhere with this, von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
Huh, that's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Good Lord.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Flashback
Just
time.
a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational and open. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Can we act or trust her? I think I'm gonna I'm gonna act. I think it'll be more dramatic. Well, he didn't have a very long cast.
For God's sake, Louis, I told you to let me do it. Let me see.
You know, I was in control of the situation, Mother.
Oh, tell that to your nurse.
Yeah, Mom.
It's because of this kind of reaction that I prefer to work alone.
You ought to learn to trust me, Mother. You know, can't you be happy for once? We finally cracked the Von Borchert case.
He was just a middleman. He would have been more useful alive. How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me. You're much more important than you can ever imagine. Right, let's go now.
I got another delivery from next door's kids today. I only found it when I went out this evening. It was on my doorstep. I have a destiny. I do. Lord Mortimer's Island. off the coast of England. I had a kid next door's kids keep showing through stuff through my letterbox, which is that their drawings. So they sent one today. They said thank you, which I think was because I pushed them around on one of my bikes for a bit, and it had all pictures of butterflies on it. Very sweet.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditch me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
The Mad Ones.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again.
Yeah, Mom,
slogging
it's
through
so
the caves
embarrassing.
beneath the
Hello
island,
there, Game Boy
searching for
3000.
some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine.
Are you going to go then, Gareth Gamer? Gareth Gamer actually has this game.
Well,
Oh, I
now,
should say as well, I forgot to say.
Find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since
Lord.
long ago. But
Kept
as
to
I'm
death.
doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
What it's about is secret societies in the end of the 19th century, I think, something like that, or 18th century. And you're trying to find your mother who's disappeared, who's a bit of an adventurous sort, and is somewhere on this secret island of Lord Mortimer. It's a bit of a Telltale type thing. Yeah, I should say that the publishers did give me this game. I was stunned actually because I haven't streamed in ages. And they actually emailed me and said, would you like this game? And I was like, yeah. Business with what? Let's go for
Your
personal
Eminence,
reasons.
with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
You know what? It looks less jerky on OBS on my left than it does actually on the screen in front of me, and I've set my screen to a funny refresh rate. I wonder if that's what it is. Anyway. Yeah, let's
And
be
you,
guarded.
Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Oh, headache time.
Are you all right?
Mysterious. See you later, Gareth, if you're going.
hand.
So?
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
She's worse
Are
for wear.
you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah.
That must be the future, I would have thought. Is she still alive?
You.
Louis, are you alright? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure. Yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real.
Okay.
The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Yeah, Mom. Can we run? We can run. What the heck's that? Collector coins. Interesting. Don't want to go in the water. Don't think there's anything down there. No.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Oh. The diplomat shines in society, a talented speaker. He avoids faux pas and can be convinced that those with whom he is talking... Oh, he can convince those whom he is talking without offending them. With whom he is talking, right. Politics is his field of predilection. The occultist is a master of deception. Please feel free to advise me of your choice in chat, folks. Convinced of the importance of knowledge, he has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. The detective excels in investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in his surroundings as well as in the people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. I'll go for detective myself. Don't know what you guys think. Oh, manipulation, occultism, erudition, sciences, subterfuge. Politics, etiquette, linguistics, conviction, diversion. Questioning, vigilance, psychology, agility, logic. I'm gonna go with the questioning, I think. Though an occultist might be fun. Doing magic and things like that, if there is magic actually in the game. Diplomat, possibly good, but I don't know. Just talking to people all the time. I'm gonna go with detective. Oh, we get things, do we? Available points 3. Detective unlocks the question, vigilance, logic, psychology, and agility skills. You now have 7 effort points to use on your skills. Right, okay. Also, we can go... Right, so there's like 3 branches here. And we've got a conviction branch there. We've already got some points in that. Right, let's have a look. Level 1, vigilance. So can we unlock another one of these, maybe? Skill not acquires. 3 points left before level 1. Right, let's have a look at these. So we've got logic. Oh, 3 points left before level 1. So we've got to put 3 points into it just to get to level 1. And we've got 4 points before level 2. There. So we're not going to be able to make anything to level 2, but we can get one of these at level... So we can put 2 points into that and get it to level 1. Why not? And... what else we got? Manipulation. Let's put our second point in there, then we only need 1 more point and we can... go on with it. Manipulation, get people to act in your own interest. You know what? Let's do it the other way around. We can go with manipulation. Item added to your inventory.
Over the last few years, I solved a number of crime cases.
Like the
chauffeur d'Auger, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
What do we say?
Please excuse me, madam.
She might be lying.
I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate
Those
your
breasts
honesty,
are,
even if it's not
inhuman.
very flattering to me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London?
No, sorry. I don't remember.
In the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I am so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
William Pitt,
Let's
Prime
drop
Minister
it,
of
Louis.
England.
It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Opportunities. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To access the skill required for the situation, you just need to have it unlocked it. Whatever that means. Your skills are alright, okay. Oh. Shit.
I'm heading off. Don't get left behind.
So
I'm
we
coming.
had 2 details that we could have picked up on, but there was only 1. Then I clicked, I think, in
don't know
time.
where we're going like this, Emily.
I thought I
You're
had to
connected to my
just
mother
select
one
one.
way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place
Sorry,
in her heart.
Robonicon is dead. Robonicon is dead, unfortunately, just Yogi TV. Sad, but Robonicorn will be back. I was recovering an SSD for somebody, and the replacement SSD that I got for them was exactly the same as, or the same size anyway as my system drive, my C drive. And it was really late, and I just thought, oh, I'll leave it going overnight, trying to recover their hard drive data onto it. And I selected my C drive, and I kind of clicked start, and then I realized what I'd done. And I clicked stop, but it was too late. It had already been eradicated. Most of the stuff is there, so the actual video clips and things like that I used are still there, and all the user data is still there from Robonicorn, but the actual scripts which ran Robonicorn have gone, sadly. You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlock conditions and the effects, as they offer very interesting improvements. Where's the tab? Oh, I've got something over there as well. Royal Jelly restores 2 effort points. You cannot carry more than 5.
Great. Honey. Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Okay. How do I get to my inventory then? So what have we got in the inventory? The art of knowing people by their physiognomy. A method by which to analyze individuals based on their physical appearance, notably their facial characteristics. +1 skill point in psychology. Can I pick it up or use it? Emily's handkerchief, given to you by Lady Hillsborough. The bloodstain is yours. It bears her initials, E.H. Mortimer's invitation. Dear Monsieur de Richard, I am writing to you to express my embarrassment regarding the situation in which I find myself. As you probably know, I had invited your mother, Sarah de Richet, to join me on my island several weeks ago. We had projects in common regarding your order. Her stay was going smoothly until yesterday, when your mother suddenly disappeared. I do not want to overworry you, but I would like you to join me as soon as possible so we can shed some light on this mystery. Please accept, sir, the expression of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Lord William Mortimer, Marquis of Westfordshire. See, so we've got one of those. We've got effort points. Are these effort points? Right, okay. Amber fragments, whatever they are. That doesn't seem to be able to be used. I assume that's just like a permanent +1 point thing, is it? Lost coins in whatever. I don't appear to have any more skill points. Oh, that's psychology. It says +1 skill point in psychology. We already had psychology, so surely we should have. No, I'm left clicking, right clicking it. Options, controls. Nope, no mention of any controls there. Right, let's carry on. Oh, what's this strange thing around here? Quite like it. It's kind of a mix between Telltale and a standard adventure type thing.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet.
Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost
My
to
name is
find your
Jason.
mother as quickly as possible.
I am His Lordship's faithful servant, Jason.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
Interesting.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Right, do you know what I'm going to do now is I just realised the game audio is quite loud. I suppose I can do that in the options, though, can I? What's it saying here? Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost of the effort points. Browse your skills by using the character tab in the menu, that thing.
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll... whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know
let's
my
grab
mother.
the
She's not the
handkerchief.
kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
I'll take care of it. Manipulation logic level. Let's go for
Give me
that
the
one.
handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Poor Jason.
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
There's a lot going on the screen.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is.
Let's go back to the wharf then.
Think, what could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Here we go. Got something here. Character revealed. Ah, right, okay. Okay. Still can't use that thing though.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time. Looks like a bar from an old gate.
What are you doing, Mum?
This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
The tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I'd put my money on cannon powder. Take the bar, leave it. Let's take it, shall we?
This might just come in handy.
It's a weapon, if nothing else. Let's see what it says about it on here. Not a lot. With its handkerchief. How do you use items? Oh, this is where my extra skill points are coming from. Gotcha. Right, let's go back. Oh, something over there.
I think this chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Can't see anything over there just yet, but let's check back where we came from, shall we, chat?
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Oh, we got a letter.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Logic level 3, so that takes us down 3 of our effort points. Let's go for it. Why not?
Ah.
Let's find a clue.
Stamped with the seal of
Shall
the
we,
order.
people?
And I'd recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother. But who is this Samuel Ritter Dauchois? Who are you writing to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy, Godoy, Manuel Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar? I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Letter from Sarah de Richet. De Richet sounds like a French name, so you suppose that's a French letter he's got there in his pocket? Just asking, Jet, just asking.
Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look.
I wonder if I'd have got my...
A letter written in an Oriental language. I haven't the slightest idea what it says.
I wonder if I would have got that first letter anyway, had I just searched through things.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
Remember that, chat. 50 Bedford Square, bound to come up again.
The address is in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me.
Hello,
it's about time
Fiddleditch.
the order sent some envoys there. Probably a Dutchman.
Dutch. What do they know?
An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently. This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Braschi. No. Can't seem to place it.
I think it's all the letters. Because we don't have politics, we don't know half the people, which we would have known had we chosen their particular branch of our skills. I'm digging the game, so... Oh, we've got something else here so far. Oh god, some more royal jelly, baby. We could use the royal jelly, but I'm going to wait just in case we get, like, handed a cup of tea or something and that restores our points for us. Oh, got a glowy thing here now. Come on. Detective skills, surely.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Use the bar. Oh, chat, we're doing it now.
Clearly, I'm not much
MLG.
for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
Point and click MLG. Oh. Yeah, why not?
There we are.
Probably have been allowed access to this later anyway. We shall see. Amber fragments. You just found an amber fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort points by 1. Oh, right, okay.
A fragment of amber. This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Oh, we don't have science, apparently.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste.
Okay. More royal jelly.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too.
Okay, I think we're going to take one of our royal jellies. How do I use things? Spacebar I'm going to try. No? So I'm pressing my left button. Nothing happens. Right button cancels it. Middle button doesn't seem to do anything. Spacebar just cancels it. Oh, E. No? Oh no, Q and E just select. Oh, X. Oh, C takes you straight to that. What about I then? They'll take you back to that. Control, Alt, Shift, Tab. Takes you to the map. Oh, old Doom shortcut there. Come on, game hints, please. Shift, control, shift click, double click, hold down. Nothing is working. Maybe it's waiting. Oh, we've got that there. Maybe there's some point we've got to get to. And it'll then tell
Wooden
us
floorboard.
to use things in your inventory, press the Flingle nuke. Guess where
Judging
it
by
came
the
from.
splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up. Yet it was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this? Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
We've already examined
Probably
it.
comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Oh, I've got another thing to examine. Super exciting. Wow, wood examining. It's the best way. It's the best gameplay.
Hey,
Oh, something
there's
underneath.
something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Oh, we have got an agility level 1, but we haven't got the... Use the rusty iron bar, try that.
That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Indeed, Mother, what has happened to you? Is my voice loud enough, by the way, folks? Manuscripts. Manuscripts that allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Right, okay, so you can only do that at the start of each adventure, it says. Find your manuscripts using the inventory tab. Push space.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder. Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. The bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days. Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. And this bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder
Oh, but the
puff.
key is for that
What does
thing
all
that
this
we just
mean?
forced.
The bottom of the bag is covered in black powder. And judging by its consistency, it's the same type of powder that I found earlier. This just gets better and better. An iron key completely rusted.
I think it's his mum's not going to have it if he gets it. So we'll leave
I'd rather leave it all as it is.
Let's leave everything there.
Right, that's enough. I think I better leave her bag here. If she hid all this, it's because she thought she might need it later. So,
Good thinking.
let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of a wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now. They'll be waiting for me.
Hey, hold on.
At least I hope so.
Right, add item added. Right, so we've got our inventory. We've got loads of this stuff. How the hell do we use it? Right, so it's more or less said that we've got everything there. Oh, there's something there.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
Let's have a quick glance over here. No, can't see anything. Oh.
A Latin inscription. Annesis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Latin easy to translate. We've not got the right skills. Yes, Madgrav, if you can tell me that. How do I use these? I know I'm saying no hints or spoilers, but that's not really a spoiler, is it? Oh, buttons 1 to 4, right, okay. So, 2. Gotcha. Thanks for that.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop? Should pay attention in case I miss stuff. You can open my OBS. Whoa. Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Confrontation start. Confrontations. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an interface showing how much the person you are talking to is convinced.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Let's go for that one.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Monster gameplay
You
there.
only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
I don't think we can tell them that, surely, because that's like a secret thing. Surely it is. No? Can I use my... Oh, we can use... Yeah, you can restore your effort points in the conversation. That's quite useful to know.
What were you talking about? Forgive my indiscretion.
This can be a blunder. I'm sure if you do that, but I think that might be as well. So I'm going to say that one. Where am I?
If you know my mother, you will understand that I cannot answer you, Your Eminence. I'm sorry, but...
Do not worry, my son. I perfectly understand, and I expected nothing less from you. Discretion and secrecy are both pillars of the organizations for which we work. You are the worthy son of Sarah.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Okay. This one.
Only you know that, Your Eminence.
Personality. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Review immunities and vulnerabilities in the Journal tab on the menu. Immunity revealed. Vulnerability revealed. Press space button to access your menu pages. So... Oh. Vulnerable to questioning. To be discovered. Right, okay. Now, I just thought that was a suitable sort of question
If
to
you're
ask.
asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes. Absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
If only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
For the last step of a confrontation, you must convince the person you're talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give the right one or you have no blunders left. The last step of confrontation will repeat itself if you fail. We can't give over those. Well, let's promise before God.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Ricci. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, The letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played.
Okay.
I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Hidden elements. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them. Okay.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Take the book. Why not? Since that's all we can do at the moment. Who are those two people? So there's hidden things in this room. I assume if we walk over to the fireplace we'll engage in a conversation, that's why.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
Lovely image. So stay away from those two and just have a bit of a gan. Oh, we've got another one here. What's this?
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Staging rooms, not staging rooms, surely.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Fell in love with his mother.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
Devil's Thorn. Devil Thorns grants you exalted state. You temporarily see the immunities and invulnerabilities affecting a dialogue's choice in a conversation. You cannot carry more than 5. Press 3 to use it. I see now. It actually says on that page there. Press X to use.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such
George
company.
Washington?
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
I'm just going to turn the audio down a little bit. You can't use either of those. Let's go for my mother.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Tell the truth.
Lord Mortimer asked me to come as quickly as possible to find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah.
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Illuminati!
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
We had a chance to notice his wooden teeth.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer.
Oh,
he
that's
can't
not
be
Lord
present this
Mortimer.
evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
I think we need to listen to Washington.
Let's see what Washington has to say. Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly
Don't you, Jet?
young man.
I think we gotta make contact with our fellow agent there.
Thank you for staying.
In the Golden Order.
Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Shall we ask about Emily? Where does Emily know my mother from? That's going to give us maybe some background, but I think it's more important to get some info on Mortimer, who hasn't arrived. He's a bit more of a mysterious character. What do you think, Chet? I think that's probably a good decision. I'm going to go with that.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy, and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the Order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And
whatever.
that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
Let's go with that one.
When
Let's
did
get
you
some
last speak to her?
up-to-date info on her.
15 years ago.
No.
Sarah often went back and forth between France and the United States.
Yes, I remember those days. I didn't see her too often. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about? My mother has always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truth from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
What? I just realised the game is still louder than me. Let's go into the options again. Is it drowning me out, chat? Can you hear me okay? Tell you what, I'll go put that up to 100. Voices, we can have it about 60%, I think. Sound effects, 60% they'll do, but the music I'm going to turn down to 30%. Or maybe 20 even. Oh, was it perfect? Right, okay. It may be because I've got my... Oh, was it? Oh, is it perfect now, or was it perfect before? Tell you what, I'll put the music on 50%. So it should be the same now. Should be the same. I'm persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern. Do the others of the orders know what you think? And what if my mother has left the island? Let's go for that one.
I wonder if Mother is still on the island. Could she not have taken a boat and left?
I don't see how. No vessel can moor closer than 200 yards.
Seems about the same volume
Not to mention the
now.
permanent presence of staff and servants. There is one strange thing, I grant you. This island is barely the size of Delaware, and despite that, no one has been able to locate your mother.
So my mother still must be on the island.
Gotta do it. They're on our side.
But I did find a book that belongs to my mother.
Where did you find it?
That's what worries me.
I found it hidden on the wharf.
Do you think she was preparing to discreetly leave?
I don't know.
An extremely likely proposition.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Don't worry, Louis.
So why is she hiding
I'm
from
sure
this
nothing bad has
Mortimer guy?
happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
The mysterious. Servant.
Well, I am impressed with all this
Weird shit.
splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Oh shit, we can only...
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted.
The first time I
The
had
servant
to
will
click something,
accompany
I
you
could
to
only
your
click one
rooms.
thing, so that's what I assumed was happening there. But I know now.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
Let's have a look around first of all, shall we? Oh, what's that? We go down there? Let's go to my room, right, okay. No, let's not go to my room, is it? Oh, we can't go into there, right, okay. That's saying entrance blocked then. Let's have a look around. Is the volume still okay? Chat? Still fine?
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
They're all here, all the celebs. Is it like, do you think it's like a 18th century Big Brother?
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
This thing? Celebrity Big Brother.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Is it as good? Before, though, you said it was perfect. Is it as good as it was before? Golden Elixir cures all your negative alterations. You cannot carry more than 5. Let's have a look at my character and talents and things. Talents, what have we got here? Occult Mastery. Policing Mastery. You made your speakers loud, fair enough. Jack of all trades. Swift. Okay. We've got no skill points. The Encyclopedia. Denis Derot and Jean Laurent d'Ambert, 1751 to 1772. 150 academics and scholars contributed to the production of this first synthesis of human knowledge. Oh, right, okay.
The Quorum Guide.
Okay. So I wonder if you can equip these things or read them when we get to bed or whatever. Or it said at the start of each adventure. Devil's Thorn, dose number 2.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Something down there. Just oh. Collect a coin. Go down here now. There's something down there as well. I think. No, there isn't. There's just something shining off the floor.
President George Washington.
Yeah, you just met him, remember? The fact he's staying there should not be a surprise to you. More royal jelly. How much have we got left? Got 4 left, so you can get 1 more before we're up to limit.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Huh, that's me.
That's my bad. Let's just continue having a look around, shall we? So why the heck not?
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Godoy was the guy that was mentioned in the letter,
Duchess
wasn't it?
Emily Hillsborough.
Way! Here we go. Damn it. How are you, Jisin, anyway? Are you still in the Middle East or back home? That is my place, isn't it? Louis de Richie.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
I'm going to... It's a list of names, isn't it? That's what he said. Oh, damn it. If we only had subterfuge. You could open it. Let's leave it closed.
Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so... Too bad.
Yes,
I'll wait
man
until I
of my
hand it to
word.
Mother. Wow! Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway. Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices.
No, missed that. How art... So it seems to me how art gets used for propaganda purposes. Carmelite water. Carmelite water gives you the focused state to your next skill use will cost no effort. You cannot carry more than 5.
It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.
Was that just looking at the same painting as before? Anything over here on the fireplace? Just warm myself. You'd have thought they could afford more than one skin for Lady Emily, who has just arrived off a boat. Well, there you go. I failed on that one where I didn't click two things when I didn't realise I had to click two things. Oh well. Yay! Level 3. Right, okay. 4 points available. So, we could go 1, 2, 3, 4. We could go... Oh, I only got 1 point of conviction there. That's your occupation, is what is going to the Middle East. That's good if you can afford an apartment. So we could get that and that. Manipulation, occultism was useful once. Conviction. Let me actually get conviction. Why is that skill not acquired? We could get one of these at level 2. So can I use that? No. Not really sure why we haven't got that point in conviction anymore. Did we? Oh no, I didn't have. Right, okay, we got that. We got manipulation. Then we got another point in manipulation. Got it. So we didn't actually get this conviction right. So we can get what we've done that right. Okay. So 2 more. We can do that. Which will at least get us a skill. That's the only one that we can actually get up to level 1. Then we have 1 more point, which we've got to spend somewhere. Erudition seems to be quite useful. I've got to say, let's put a point into that. Oh, your occupation is designing your apartment. Very nice. Equipping manuscripts. Here! You can choose what to read during the adventure. Each manuscript you read confers skill points at the end of the quest. So, is there any point in... So we've got etiquette there. Oh shit, we could have used that now. Oh right, okay, so we can only use 1 book. So we've just invested in etiquette, so we'll spend our point on that. Another trippy dream.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of Durocher's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear.
But you might. Yeah.
I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
Mysterious.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
I'll tell you what, Chad, I'm just going to take a quick break. I need to get a drink, so I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I shall see you then. I just realised there's no music on this. You're just hearing the music from the game. And there you go, you are on TV, Yogi TV. Your chat message has appeared in the chat box there on the rotating video screen of Doom. Let's get back to the game now, folks, and continue with the Council. He's bleeding again.
I'm coming.
Nosebleeds whenever he has a vision, apparently. I'm coming. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you. What's else over here?
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer. Dear Monsieur de Richet.
There's a key. Oh, I just got it. Right. Anything else around? Have a quick look. Just got that letter, that's all. Ah.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch. St. Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
We can reach it because of our agility skill. Oh, we did get some. Look, we did get some points back.
Crystals.
No, just amber fragments, but we need all the ones we can get. Yeah, whatever, buddy. I'm searching for things. I've got business to do. Can't go out here, I suppose. Oh, look at that. Nice little veranda there. Oh, I can't do that though, can I? Oh, no. Oh, what's that? Damn it. Subterfuge I need, do I? Okay, Georgie Porgy, here we go.
Excuse me, am I bothering you?
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
No. What's her name again?
Elizabeth Adams. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least, I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
What do you say, people? I don't know, actually. Difficult one here. Investigate about the vision I'm tempted to do, but then if you're kind of isolated and you've not got support, then that's no good, so helping Washington might be an idea. Let's go with that one.
Count on me, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Trust me. According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry. Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Louis, you're straying from your objective.
I'm going away, am I? Looking for those little illuminations as I go. Some argument going on there. What's Piaggio up to?
My son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in this small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Let's go in.
Shit. I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you.
Who do you think you are?
Forgive.
There are multiple paths to reach your objective. It may be a good idea to think twice before embarking upon the first path that you come to. Okay.
Me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell is going on?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it. What should I do?
Let's risk it.
Let her go! Huh? Stay out of it, boy!
Shit.
Oh, damn, she's gone.
What are you playing at? I told you to mind your own business, boy! If you think you can side with this whore and then just walk away, you're out of your mind. Give me one good reason not to knock you down.
Hit him? Intimidate him? Let's intimidate him.
Sir, you obviously do not know who I am, or you'd keep your distance.
Ooh, one more like that and I'm gonna get scared. Don't think you're getting away with it that easily. I'm sick of all these toffs. If we were in Paris, I'd send you all to the guillotine. And on top of it all, a woman telling me how I ought to behave? I won't stand for it.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
What? Don't tell me you're gonna defend these harlots.
Women, right? They really do drive us crazy sometimes. I totally understand.
Yeah, and every time they open their mouths, it makes you want to slap them. I get the feeling you're trying to put one over on me. If that's the case, you're making a big mistake.
Sorry about that. Look, there's no point in us aggravating each other. Let's both just go our separate ways.
Don't move, we're not done yet. You wanted to be the knight in shining armor and save the damsel in distress. Let's see how brave you are.
Someone threw you off balance. The cost of an effort points increases when using your skills. Oh, disconcerted, right, okay. So So it's gonna be like 4. No, it isn't 2, isn't it?
Aim true. You only get one shot.
At this distance, even a blind man couldn't miss.
If you miss, you're a dead man, sir.
Yeah. Sir.
I'm not in the habit of beating Lord Mortimer's guest in his own salon. You got off easy this time, but don't try it again.
There's a button on the floor.
The brooch Elizabeth was wearing. Huh. She was so frightened she was unaware that she'd lost it.
Yeah, well, it didn't seem to do her much good.
Let's just have a quick wander around, otherwise we've got to get back, I suppose, and try and grab her or something, I don't know. Oh, what's this?
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
We haven't got the key. We haven't got subterfuge. I like this. It's a lot better than... Do you not feel it's like a lot better than the Telltale games?
These look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Oh, we've almost got the second bunch of pages from the encyclopedia. Can we go through there? We can. It feels a lot more involved than a Telltale game, and it feels like your decisions are actually moulding the adventure you're having and moulding what's going on. Yeah, I'm quite liking this, gotta say.
Lady Adams must have locked it behind her when she fled.
Bloody Lady Adams.
Well, did you get time to search the room?
Louis, I only needed 10 minutes. Imagine the scandal if she had found me.
What would you have done in my shoes? She was in the middle of an argument with some angry guy.
10 minutes? I didn't ask for the moon.
Nonetheless, you found what you were looking for, didn't you?
Not everything, but yes. Elizabeth is definitely the daughter of John Adams. We need more information.
You can always go back.
It's too late now.
Yeah. We've got one detriment, haven't we? I think I already got rid of that, didn't I? Yeah. And then during that last conversation I did one of the golden elixirs, and I did a royal jelly. So we can go through there now. Can't go through there. Let's go through there. Oh no, we can't go through it. It's just looking at it. We can do so. I suppose all we can do now is go back up the steps. Back to our bedroom. Or maybe try and find Ms. Adams. Napoleon Bonaparte. Jacques Perrier or something. Jacques Badooby.
That's not the right way.
Oh, come on.
That's not the right way.
Such a wet blanket. Oh, just that. I thought it was something on the table there. Yeah, if we'd have got the Cardinal to intervene, we could have intercepted.
Your
Ms.
Eminence,
Adams
what are
on
you
the
doing
way
here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Don't worry about that anymore, Your Eminence. I had to step in, but everything's under control.
What an adventure, my son. I am relieved to hear it. You acted as a good Christian. In these troubled times, we need more men of your caliber.
It's nothing, Your Eminence. I did what I had to do.
Well, you did the opposite.
Good. Well, thanks for the news. My son, I have another problem. I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Luis. Give me 1 second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
Now we can open it. We need to get our subterfuge skill up or whatever it is. That's my room. Just make sure Adams isn't down here. With her weird haircut. Is this where we came from? Is this... It is, isn't it? Now it's opened. It could be opened. You're right, yeah. No. Oh.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
So we get another skill point there, I think. Maybe. I don't know! Oh, I could have found out something about my mother's past. Wow! Got loads of things we've missed out. Fuck. It's good that it tells you what you missed out. Level 3? So I got 4 more skill points. So let's do that skill. So we've got etiquette now. We've got 3 points. And we've got a lot of skill points in psychology all of a sudden. That's only 4 points for level 2, whereas that's 5 points for level 2, so I assume that if it's not your speciality, it costs more as well. Let's put it there since we are closer to going up a level there. Let's do that. Achievement unlocked, Jack of all trades, apparently. It's a crazy vision time again. Are we really awake?
All right.
Really awake.
In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Your next reading, right? We'll use that one, have we? That will give us the skill point we need in psychology to go up a level, won't it? And let's save that, and we'll use that one. Because we can apply 1 skill point to that manipulation, occultism, erudition, conviction, politics, diversion, linguistics, etiquette. Where's science then? And so science would be there. We could just go up a level in psychology. But if we use that, we're going to end up going past that. So, agility, vigilance, questioning, inventory. That's the only one that's in our actual speciality, that one. That being use skill. I think actually that, yeah, we'll go with that. And we only need 2 more to do that. We've got 1 more to do the psychology.
Great, honey.
Sugar, sugar.
Nothing. Devil's thorn. I'll keep it. Writing material.
Hmm. Go for it.
From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's odd.
Invisible ink. Lemon juice. If you write in lemon juice, you can't. It dry. When it dries, you can't see it. You must have done this when you were a kid or something. And you hold it up to a fire, and the sugar, I think it is, in the juice burns and reveals what you've written.
Dear Monsieur de Richet.
No, I've done that.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases. Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices. The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch. Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
Sat on the floor.
Look, markings on the floor.
Secret
just a bit worn
passage.
out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Yeah, whatever. Let's pull those books and see what happens.
This bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World, the travel log of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book.
Let's take it
See
back
if I
to
can
the
find
fireplace.
anything else in this room.
I'm hoping if I leave it, I'll be able to do it again. Let's go for it.
The paper's rougher around the writing. The paper's moist here. Very light stain, barely visible. And the smell reminds me of something. Come on, Louis, think. Think.
That was useless. We just wasted 2 points there. It's annoying.
Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She applied a liquid to the book. She must have used the writing materials. The quill has been used, but not with regular ink. A message using invisible ink. I bet you used the limit to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
So that was a bit of a waste there. We just wasted the 2 points. If we could have done it without spending the points.
The message is illegible. I have to keep searching.
Right. What's down here? Oh, the fireplace. There we go. Take the ash. We need the science skill, do we?
Damn, I'm making a serious mess here. It's no good. Might have worked if the writing had left marks on the paper, but no. There's only traces of lemon. Luckily, I've only put ash on part of the message.
Damn it! I want... So no, that's no good. Got the coffee over there. What's that there? I know what I need. Surely people know about Invisible Ink, Yogi TV. Can we go out there now? Oh, yeah. Can we go out there? Ah, candle. I'll just put this burning candle inside my jacket. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's just a bit of fire, you know. Be fine.
Aha! It's working. The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. Damn!
See, I thought when it said collect the ashes, I thought it was going to be hot ashes.
Unreadable. Great. I hope it wasn't a unique edition or Mother's gonna kill me. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical.
I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Added the right page. Something about the order there. So that is definitely...
Look. Markings on the floor.
Definitely is.
It's just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Yeah, whatever. That's
Inferno by Dante.
Dante's Inferno.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Well, at least we got some royal jelly back.
An old sesterce from Roman Gaul.
Go through there.
This room looks unoccupied.
Oh, it's another room, is it? So we can go around the outside. This is our... Right.
A priest's robe, crosses. Must be Piaggi's room.
Well, let's go. Actually, let's just do a quick... What's that there? Collect a coin! We haven't got subterfuge yet, have we? Or a key.
There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
Let's go for it. No, power-ups. A blob of honey. We're just going to take this blob. Oh no, that's amber, is it?
There's a note.
Oh.
Effects of Sœur de Richer, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
Let's just quick have a one last loop.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Right, let's go. Oh, just I had a dink. Oh, it's the dink from that, isn't it? I've seen that. Yeah, when I got the ashes, I thought they might be hot ashes, you know, and I thought they might reveal the ink. I didn't think it was just going to, like, smudge them all over the freaking page.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Well, the game's not giving me a chance yet. So it's just going to send me going backwards. Go too far down here. I have a feeling it might. And here's somebody there. Maybe you won't. Oh no, this must be the right direction. You know what, I'm going to go back and see. Oh. Can I go in there? Well, there. The red salon. Salon. Le Salon Rouge. Mais c'est bien. George Washington's door is open.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
The old duffer. The old wooden-toothed duffer. So it doesn't look like he's going to breakfast. What's that? Collector coins!
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
Oh.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
Occult symbols on the floor there. We have no points in occultism.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Weird shit going on. I am really enjoying this. Much better than I thought I would. Definitely.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Ah. Well, if only we had subterfuge level 1. Like, it's only got 7.5.
A box containing
out of 10 on average.
Kind of white crystals.
Hmm. Should we go back and munch on a few crystals, or what do you say, peeps?
August 24th, 1792.
What do you
Elizabeth,
say, Chet?
I'm driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you. But they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you.
Interesting.
August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth.
Wait, that same thing. The one on the floor.
30 November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met.
Interesting.
If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. I hope you like the enclosed talisman.
That's what we found.
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth.
Yeah?
Your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you.
Excuse me.
Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Write soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
So she's been for treatment. She's a stranger. The family seemingly knew about her being here. She was due to meet her sister, but it was cancelled, and there's some strange French people discussing things with her father. I wonder if it's the same French guy as we could have murdered earlier. Carmelite water, from what half these things do. Collect a coin! He's not noticed the big pentagram on the floor. Just a pentagram. Pretty ordinary. Nothing much to speak about there. I've got a book here.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
Oh yeah, I bet it's polite. Oh right, okay. Immune psychology. Can we go out here? No? What a pretty star on the floor, he's thinking.
Looks like
Shall
I
we
found
do
a
it?
box
Shall we?
containing
peeps?
Some kind of white crystals.
What do you say? No? Yeah? Her treatment. Side effects of her treatment, you see. Leave it, I think. It's a shame you can't just take one.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
Consume the crystals, not just one.
Looks
the
like
crystals.
I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
No, let's leave it. We've seen that letter as well, haven't we? Let's go. I don't remember which way we were heading down here. I think it might be here. Oh, that's George Washington. So we've been around here. I think we're heading this direction, weren't we? Past George Washington's, then we went to this young lady's place. Oh, let's go down. No, we can't. Go there. Can't go there. But we haven't been to this place. It's like we can't go there. Not even gonna let me go there. Scratchy nose time. So it's going to be down here then.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet? I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
You didn't happen to lose this, did you?
Where did you find it?
In the small salon.
It's the only reminder I have of my beloved sister. I thought that swine stole it from me. You're her son. Sarah de Richet's son.
Yes, why?
Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing. So I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you?
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No, I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Some weird shit going on.
She's getting more and more agitated. And next you're going to tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Character, what was she? Talents, journal. Elizabeth Adams, immune psychology. Question.
You're right. I don't want this conversation to turn into an interrogation. You've suffered enough already. I respect your silence. Please excuse me.
Well, thank you. I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they? Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
No, they've only got one skin for her. It's a bit ridiculous, that dress, you gotta say. Emily's wearing.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to know?
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, Sir can access, on one side, the small salon where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, Sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, Sir may access the dining room. That is where Sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, Sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, Sir will also find access to the garden. But Sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, Sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten
I
lost.
switched off during that. Getting a bit tired
Except
now.
for my mother.
It's past midnight.
Has Sir another question?
I might leave it there actually. Hopefully we're not right at the end of the... Has anyone played this before? Seen it played through before? How far have we got to go? Anyone know? Yorgi, you seem to have played it through before. Were you about to walk into the room and then the episode ends or something? Or is there a fair amount to go? I don't know if Yorgi's still there actually. I've not checked who's still in the room. What's that do there? How about there? Nope, no one else. Is Yogi still there? Yogi TV, you're still there? I don't think he is. I suppose we'll go through all these then.
What's on the first floor?
The first floor is reserved for guests, sir.
See, they.
That is where Sir will find his private rooms.
So
the
the
main
floors are gonna be
corridor leads around the building. 3 stairways will enable Sir to return to the ground floor. It is also from there that Sir will be able to reach the second floor.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, Sir?
So you notice the floors here are in the British nomenclatures, where you have the ground floor, then you have the. No, actually, no. Just a minute. Second, yeah, the speaker. Didn't he say on the first floor? So he'll say the second floor here now when I say the third floor.
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing on the second floor are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holmes, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area.
Yeah.
Does Sir have any more questions?
So their text prompts are in the American sense, but the speaking is in the British sense.
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If Sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise Sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help Sir in any other way?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir.
I'm so glad there wasn't
Perhaps
another
Sir would
menu
like
there,
to know something
where
else?
we could ask questions about each of the guests.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Oh, God.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
Surely his voice should be a bit more muffled. Well. So if you get high skills, you can steal it off him.
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests. Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for Sir.
Oh, right, okay. Well, we don't need any of this stuff at the moment.
I
Just
still haven't quite recovered after the boat crossing. Would you have any Maltese cross, by any chance, please?
I am sorry, sir, but the Maltese cross may be just a plant, but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug that causes undesirable diuretic effects. I would advise against Sir taking any.
Okay, oh, manuscript here.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend Sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
May be useful.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now!
But sir, I... Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
I just opened this very snug-fitting jacket and get this book out.
Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
We'll leave it at that, I think. It only charged us 2 as well. That's quite good. Was that because we exploited the vulnerability? Right, let's just leave it there then. And where the salons off here. Now we can't go off there.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Isn't she gonna get changed at all? Lady Cleavage.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They
See you later. Well,
Johann Christoph von
we'll do this
Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Something fishy going. Oh, shit.
Better that way.
Of course.
Huh. Peru looks totally out of place here.
Please feel at home.
He's counting the 10 sets of cutlery around each plate? The man is completely lost.
Not really.
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the king's table.
I am delighted to hear it.
Wollner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
Who does not know a person?
Exactly.
Surprisingly, you know Wollner prohibited religious practices in Prussia. Renowned member of the Rose Croix Order, former Freemason, and great lover of alchemy. And look at Piaggi fawning over him. I really do have a problem digesting political protocol.
Please, go ahead.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I should feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much
Oh, shit,
so,
I
Sir
was-
Gregory. Such
Oh, we
complexity.
needed skill too.
Typically French.
Right, we needed
Still,
politics
isn't
to
it?
take part in that fight. Let's see.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making
Andrew
a slight
Daddy, thanks for the
deviation
sub.
from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't
was
worry,
looking
I
at something
appreciate the
else,
same grape
unfortunately.
varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, this guy, you mean?
You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
I can't select two. I can only
the
select
first
one.
time
See, it
I've ever
only
seen
let
you
me
so
select
rude.
one of them.
Just
That's the
mention
thing.
that
Just then, there were two
orphanage broke
things
right
there.
through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
No. That's Washington. What do you think says? Only what he thinks of honor. Let's get to
My
know
lord,
ourselves.
I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur
Louis Moras de Richet.
de Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you...
He is. You've been invited to this strange island by an English lord who's never showed up, and that guy is like his head servant or something. It's all a bit mysterious. You're not quite sure why he's there, what he's doing, or what the hell's going on, really.
descended from a noble line?
The presence of a particle does not necessarily mean a person belongs to the nobility, nor does it prevent the observance of the rules of etiquette, Monsieur Van Boner.
Certainly not.
Okay.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Please feel at home.
He's certainly well connected and
Oh shit.
in high places.
Surprising. No one appears to know him.
No one knows me, and yet here I am.
Quite so.
Monsieur de Richet? It would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
And right he was too.
He certainly is. The bit that is evil.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
We've got no time limit on this. I can see. Let's have a look at journal. Let's have a look at what it says about Bonaparte. Immunity to conviction, so I never tried conviction on him. Devil's Thorn, Royal Jelly. We got that intoxication thing, haven't we? Is that their symbol for intoxication? Not sure what they are. Are they the talents that we've actually obtained? Traits or what? No, I think traits are other things we've magically acquired. Skill use is free, so we could try some of that as well.
I don't know. Maybe you ought to speak to my mother.
Oh, what a pity. I was hoping you would be up to the challenge. Too bad. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words, and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington.
Creepy guy! Oh shit. Oh man!
Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will
Change the
be present,
sensitivity on my mouse.
as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Damn it. I wasn't expecting there to be a second thing to click either, I've got to say. Could have searched Napoleon's room. Damn it. We missed that. Oh, just short. So I got 4 skill points, so we're going to do that one. It's been quite useful. Agility has been quite useful. Conviction. Need 3 more. Politics. Science. We'll do that. Wow. 11 points to get to level 3. Oh, no points available. Right. Didn't I get to choose any books there?
Alright, let's recap.
Well, I got to do that myself.
Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Oh, here we go. +1 conviction, psychology. Oh, jeez, we could have got a load of psychology. Okay. Conviction we could definitely do with. Do the conviction one, since, yeah, we'll do that one. No, etiquette might be useful. No, they're on conviction because that will get us closer to an actual view ability. Right, I'm going to leave it there, folks, for today. We'll be back tomorrow to conclude it. And what else could we do tomorrow? I've got Little Nightmares as well. We finish this early. We can come back and do Little Nightmares. And I don't know what else I've got. Let me just have a look. Let's exit the game. I've got... Oh, Subnautica. That's another thing we haven't checked out. Post-release Subnautica. Let me just add a thing onto here. Add display capture. Yeah, that'll do. So Subnautica we've not looked at. Bohemian Killing we never got through all the way through. I might restart that. These are all ones that have been given by the publishers. These. So Crow's Eye as well looks interesting. Horror sort of thing. Drifting Lands. Mafia 2, in fact. I forgot about Mafia 2, Oriziel. The thing about Mafia 2 is it's a massive game, so I've got to create a lot of space for that one. Niche genetic survival game. I've managed to start that running. Don't want to do that. I'm not sure what this is about or if it's any good, but since I've been given it by the publishers, I should really take a look, if nothing else. It looked interesting on paper. Observer, I want to... Oh, no! No, I don't want it to do anything. Stop. Stop. I just clicked once. I didn't click twice. Right, let's get rid of that. Planet Coaster I've not played yet. Quern Undying Thoughts. That was something I got. It's a point-and-click adventure thing. Got Surviving Mars and They Are Billions. Might take a look at They Are Billions. Yeah. All the usual nonsense, in other words. Mafia 2, I think, is not installed yet, actually. Oh, Formula 1 2015 as well. But it's the fact it's more like 20 hours, that's the thing, Oriziel. So I can't just do a quick 10 minutes on it or something at the end of a stream, you know? Or a quick couple of hours. It's giving me several streams worth, and I don't want to break it up. I want to do it all at once. So, you see what I'm saying? Let's just have a look here. a 24-hour stream. Well, no, I don't know about a 24-hour stream. A bit too old for a 24-hour stream, I think. But, you'll see, Never Again. What the hell's that? That's another one that I got. Oh, it's that horror one, isn't it? Yeah. Perception as well, which was another one that the devs gave us, and apparently it's been fixed now. Because they gave up on that because it never... there was a bug in it, and we fell through the game world, and lost about 2 hours or an hour's progress or something. But certainly, I think I've got to, before I start anything new, I think we need to go through and finish off a few of the games that we've started. So Observer might be something I could restart or continue, or we might do something like, for example, They Are Billions, where you can just do a couple of runs or whatever in an evening. Yes, well, do throw me a follow, folks, please. If you enjoyed the show, hope you have. And Ariziel's talking about Mafia 2 because it's one of his favourite games, and he actually got me a key for it, which is very good of him, and we will stream it at some point. I wonder if when Mafia 4's coming out, I'll have to stream it before that, at the very least. I could stream it in the run-up to Mafia 4. But we shall see. I'll do it before then, probably, I would have thought. Right, folks. Thanks very much for watching. And that's the end of the stream. Be back tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye. Bit is Evil, Ariziel, and everyone else who's watching. See you later.